Hello my lovely people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sin. If this is the first time that you are seeing me, I thank you so much for clicking on the videos. My return subscribers from here to you, I love you. Thank you. So my people, I saw a friend of mine today, and we were just sitting down, and we were at work. We're sitting down, we're chatting, and we're talking about, and I asked her a question. I said, why would a woman make this comment about before I marry my husband, I want the mother-in-laws and father-in-laws to pass away before I come in? I say, can you give me a reason? Just give me one good reason why a woman will make that kind of comment. She said, my sister, there's a lot of people that are going through stuff in the marriage. She says she knows so many of them that the mother-in-laws won't just let them be. The mother-in-laws will give them hell. The mother-in-laws controls what the man says, or what their son will do with their wife and all. So I said, okay, you have just said the problem. I said, if you have a husband and the mother-in-law, I know somebody that whenever he want to send money or save money, he will take the money and give it to the mother even before the wife will know it. So the mother will, if the wife open or find out for whatever reason and said, why would I be here, and you take the money and give it to your mother to keep for you? Why am I here? The mother said, are you talking about my son? I carried my son for 9 months. I breastfed my son with this breast. Okay. So she said that's why some people, that marriage, she said the marriage broke because of the mother-in-law. So I said to her, I said, in my channel, I have done a video about mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws. First of all, brother-in-law and sister-in-law don't have a say in your marriage. You not have a say. They don't. It's when you open your door for them to come in, that's when they will come in. But I know that some people, that the brother-in-laws, they control the house of what is going on. But you know what is happening there is because the man that you married is a little child. He's a teenager. He's a toddler. He cannot make decisions for himself. He's a baby man. He's a mama baby that cannot make a decision for himself. And he doesn't want to detach himself from the mother. He doesn't want to be a man. He doesn't want to live, and he doesn't want to give the wife the authority to stand for him. When you have a man that cannot stand for himself, brothers, if you cannot stand for yourself, if your mother and your brothers and sisters has to run your house, now you need to grow up again. You need to go home, go back to your mother's stomach and let your mother give birth to you again. Or you need to leave the marriage and let your mother marry you, because you are worthless. So I told her, I said, the reason why that mother-in-laws are encroaching into their sons' marriage is because their sons are not grown. It's one of those sons that when you are growing up, if you're Nigerian, I don't know in another African countries, if you're Nigerian, when we are growing up, any housework, they let the women go do it. They only allow men to. They don't let men do anything. They really didn't raise some of the men. They didn't really raise them well to have a home. So when they are babying them until when they get married, so the mother thinks that they can still come home and continue to baby their sons in their wife house. So in as much as I don't support for a woman to say from her mouth, I want my mother-in-law to pass away before I come in, because she's a mother. She will come in one day and want to have a child. She will come in one day and have a boy and have a girl. So if she pray for her mother-in-law to pass away before she come in and marry their son, that woman is not good. She's not good. She don't deserve that man, or that man don't need to marry her. Because all she need to pray for is for the man to be a man that can put his foot down and said, hey, mama, this is a no-go. My brothers and my sisters, brothers and sisters. When I remember that some brothers and sisters go to their brother's house and put problem in the marriage between their brother and their wife, when I remember it, it makes me want to scream. It makes me want to go, because guess what? Brother-in-law, sister-in-law don't have a say in any man's marriage. They don't. They do not even have to come there without. If they come to that house, they need to call. If they call, and I said I'm not going to open the door for them, it's on them. Because that husband is supposed to tell the brothers and sisters, say, see, my wife is a no-go. It's a no-go. Now, I'm talking about brothers and sisters, because most brothers and sisters, they will fight the woman with everything. They will fight the woman. They will even go as bad as deleting their own brother so that they can come and deal with this wife. And most of them, when anything happened to their brother, they end up chasing their wife away. No matter how many children you have, no matter how many children you have, they chase them away and they collect everything that their brother have and said it is their brother. They chase them away and chase them away with their children too and said go. But now we're not talking about brothers and sisters, because they should not have a say in the marriage. In the marriage of their brother and the wife, they should not have a say. But it's because the man that these ladies marry, they don't have the balls to tell their mother, because they've been sucking breast for a very, very long time and still sucking it even when they are married. So they don't have the balls to put their foot down and tell their mother, Mama, this is my wife, stop it. If you don't stop it, you're going back home. I'm sending you back to the village. The highest thing she will say, hey, well, my son said, let her scream. Let her scream. Where she got married, if somebody has treated her the same way that she is treating her daughter-in-law, that she is supposed to be the mother, will she like it? So the fault of any mother-in-law being angry or being whatever at their daughter-in-law that's supposed to be their daughter is the fault of their son. It's the fault of your husband. If your husband cannot put his foot down and said, oh, listen, you cannot talk to my wife anyhow. You are not even supposed to say one word. Any of them that say anything, the husband comes out, either chase them out of the house and say, this is my house. You don't tell my wife what to do. The only person that she has to listen to is me. How many in our country, they used to look at it like, when you are married in a family, you are married to everybody. I agree. We are married to everybody. Does not mean that we have to sleep with everybody. We are married to everybody means that we have to love all of you. But that does not give you the guts, the audacity to come inside the marriage and start directing the woman. Go and cook for me. Go and wash it for me. You do not do that. You're not supposed to do that. So the blame was on the husband, who could not sit up and tell the mama and papa and said, it's not allowed. You know, when I got married, even to go and get my mother-in-law, and so we went home one of the days is to put papers for mama to come and visit us. So we told papa, I said, Papa, we're going to take, mama can visit. After mama, then you can visit. Is it okay? Because we have to tell the man first, because he's one of those traditional man that if he say no, he will not allow the wife to go, even if we have spent money to do everything. So we consulted him and said, Papa, what do you think? We want to do some papers so mama can come and visit us. Papa said, hey. So call my husband and say, you mean you are over there with your own wife and you want to come and carry my own wife? This is a man that can put his foot down. For go to Google and ask Google what I said. It's because he can put his foot down. So his son know how to put his foot down and put all his sons. Nobody can come to their house and want to direct their wives anyhow. And if you have any wife, if you have a wife, please do not allow your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters to come to your house and direct what will happen in the house. It is the God that you gave them. It is the right that you are giving them to come to your house and ride your wife. And if they ride, anybody that disrespects your wife is disrespecting you. Indirectly or directly, or however you put it. Anybody that talks to your wife anyhow, anybody that call your wife name, anybody that pushes your wife away, whether you are there or not, is indirectly pushing you away. Because that's somebody can say that they love you when they don't love your wife. Somebody that you went to their house and marry and bring as one part of you, and somebody said, I don't like your wife. Why won't you like my wife? What did she do to you that you will not like? And if your wife is looking and you're not saying anything, and it makes her come out, and because you're not fighting for her, but she has to fight for herself. So it is your job to protect your wife. It is your job to fight for your wife. It is your job to protect your wife from your family. And it is my job to protect you from my own family. If you don't fight for me, I don't know how you want for me to fight for you in front of my family. My family has to see that you are protecting me from your family. For them to even, no matter what I say about you to my family, after they are seeing what I am going through in your family, there's nothing that I will say that will work. But if they see that the marriage is working, if they see that your people are not giving their daughter back, so when I come and talk to them, they will listen. So my brothers and my sisters, my brothers, let me tell you guys, put your foot down as a man. Don't let your family members rubbish your wife. Don't let your mother rubbish your wife. Tell your mother, Mama, you have lived your own life. You have given birth to me. I am going to take care of you. No matter what, I am going to take care of you. But I do not want you to disrespect my wife. I do not want you to talk to my wife. Whether she has a child or not, it's not your concern. You are not God. You don't give children. It's God that gives children. When it's time for her to have children, she will have children. Whether she have 20 girls in the house, because that's the one that is reigning now. She did not give birth to a boy. She did not give birth to a boy. She gave birth to 5 girls, and she don't give birth. Did you ask your son that giving birth to a son is on him? If she has put boy there, it's boy that will come out. So if don't let me take you guys to school, or do you guys leave me alone? Biology is something that people need to know how babies are made. What a chromosome and this S chromosome and Y chromosome that need to make the baby. So if your own did not make the boy, so don't put it on your wife. And tell your mothers that it's not your fault if they didn't know how children are formed. It is in God's hand, and there's nothing they can do about it. If you have girls, treat them well, because you don't know what they will be tomorrow. Don't let your mother and your brothers and sisters to come and tell you, after all, she has only girls, so go and marry again, and you stupidly get up and go and marry again because you have girls. You are stupid. You are letting your mother run your house, and she will not stop, because if you give them 1 mile, they want to try another half. If you give them that half, they want to, before you know it, they show us in your house, and they balance in your house and be commanding your wife, put your foot down. So my sisters, if it's not working, instead of praying for them to pass away, let them not pass away, because you're putting a curse on yourself. Because those children that you are having, you will grow up tomorrow. They will grow up tomorrow and they will marry you. If it's the boys, they will marry. And if you're putting a curse on the mother of your husband for them to pass away, you are practically telling yourself that you will not be alive to see your own children get married. That's not good. Don't think that way. If they are in there and for some reason the place is not livable, your husband is not a man enough to put down and make rules in the house about his brothers and his sisters to tell them that this is a no-go area. My dear, if it's not working, get out. Get out, leave that marriage alone, because nobody deserves to be unhappy in her own house. Nobody. And in the same way, no man deserves to be unhappy in his house. That's the same way no woman deserves to be unhappy in her own house. Nobody is supposed to come and tell her when to go and eat, when to go and sit. When she's sitting here, I say, go and, you command it, go and make food for me. Go and clean the house for me. Are you here? Nobody's supposed to do that in your house. It's who, when you open the house for somebody, that's when they will come and talk to you anyhow. Nobody. And you know what is causing all this rubbish? It's because maybe you are one of those women that are sitting and not doing anything. And they are thinking that their sons, everything that he's making, that you are the one eating it because they are not seeing you go to work. When you go to work, put some self-esteem on yourself. Make yourself busy. Go to work. No matter how much you're making, your husband will respect you. Then maybe they can tell their mother to stop it. She's working too. Why would you tell her this and why would you tell her that? But most men, as bad as everything, they will not come out and tell that their mother that they are the one that told their wives not to work. Some of them will tell their wife not to work. Then when their mother come and be looking inside and said, oh, she's not working, so everything that my son is making, she's here wasting it. She's probably sending it to her mother. She's probably sending it to her mother when she's not even working. Wow. Why can't she go and work? It's none of your business. And your son will not tell you, I am the one that told her not to work. And a woman, why would you allow when your husband tell you not to work? Are you a dummy? Are you a dummy? Please go and work. Make yourself important. Make yourself useful. Make yourself very, very useful, that you can produce something for yourself. You can go to money and make money in your name, in Jane's name. Go out and do it. Don't let anybody stop you from doing what you are called to do. Oh my God, nobody can do that. And how are you going to help that man that you married? How are you going to help that man? You bring 1 penny to add to his 5 pennies to make it 6. You are not there to compete with him. So don't let a husband, mother-in-law, or father-in-law, so whatever it is that you have to say, go inside and tell your husband this. And if your husband cannot come out and protect you in front of the mother-in-laws and the brother-in-laws and the sister-in-laws, my dear, that marriage, you will not be happy there, because you didn't marry a man, because you married a rubbish man. You married somebody who cannot put his foot down. You married somebody who is a pushover. The mother is coming, he's shaking. There's one that I even know that will not eat what the wife cook. You want the mother will come inside and say, oh no, this is how my son's food is supposed to be made. This is how I made it. This is what you should put in his food. I'm like, what the heck is happening here? Who is the wife in this kitchen? Who is the wife in this house? I cannot live like that. I cannot. I am so sorry. I cannot live like that. That would drive me off the wall. And thank God I didn't marry a man that is like that. I married a real man that will say what will happen in his house, and that's what is happening in his house. This is our house. We decide on how we run it, and nobody runs our house for us. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter what you think you have on him. No, it does not matter. It's our house. It's me and him house and our children. And it's only when we finish and when we allow you in, you come and give us how to run the house. You don't. And thank God for my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, brothers-in-laws, sister-in-laws. They are angels. So they are not like that at all. They don't come to because they know their brother, that if they try, their brother will not allow it. So they gradually mind their business and stay on their own. Whatever they are allowed to put their mouth, they put. What they are not allowed to put, they do not put their mouth there. They mind their business and keep doing what they do. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how marriage is supposed to be. And that's why most marriages are not working, because their sons are not putting their foot down and telling their mother to, mama, cut it out. Brothers, cut it out. Sisters, cut it out. And another thing that causes some of this problem is when a man is still living with their parents. Yes, I know it's so hard, especially now, to go and build a place of your own. If you're in a village, if you are here in abroad and your mother visits from home to come here to come and cause problem, and you don't put her back in the plane and send her back and let her go back to the village, she don't belong in America. My dear, you're not a man. You're not a man. and you try your best and build yourself, not just one bedroom. Don't build two, because it's expensive. Don't build two, just one. You put one here, you put kitchen, you put parlor, you put a bathroom. That's all you need, so you can have a peace of mind. But if you have to stay here and you still go back to stay with them, they will give you all the rubbish you want. Please do not do that. Do not do that. And brothers, put your foot down where your mother is, because that is what is going to give you respect in that marriage. The way that you talk to your parents and tell them, hey, no, this is a no-go. This is my wife. My father will sometimes, he will stay like this and say, hey, he call my mom and said, you see how Jane is fighting to protect the husband. I'm liking this. So we didn't raise a fool. This girl learned something from the family. Yes, I learned from my parents. You have to protect your man. You work, protect your man. The same way your man is working to protect you. If he's not working to protect you, my dear, you don't need to be there, because you don't want to stay in a marriage and quench, because you want to stay in a place where people will be bossing you around like you are I don't know what you are. No, so that's what I told her. I said any marriage, it does not matter whether you are in America or you are at home, and the mother-in-law and sister-in-laws and brother-in-law and the brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws want to come and push it you around in your house and you allow it. It will not. They don't have a say. I'm only calling them because the guy said both the sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws, they just come, they tell me what they do. I said, because your husband allow it. If your husband allow it, that's what they're going to do. And if you give them one step, they go to the next step. One day, if your husband is not there, they might even come and beat you and blame you that you did this or you did that, and your foolish husband will listen to them, because that's how he's been listening to them, and they are taking it now to the next level. Before you know it, they chase you out, and that's what you. And after they chase you out of there, he allowed them to make the marriage break. That's when his eyes will open. He will finally know that those mother and the brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws are not good. That's when he will start being angry in the house. That's when he will finally be speaking. But this time it's too late, because he has chased the wife away. The wife has taken enough and run away from the house. And so, brothers, don't let your mother-in-laws, you don't let your mothers break your marriage because you cannot put your foot down. It's not good, though. I am trying to warn you ahead, though. That's all I am here to tell you. So my lovely brothers and sisters, please, brothers, put your foot down and protect your wife from your family, while she will do the work of protecting you from her own family. That's the only way it works. It's not magic. You cannot eat your cake and have it. So my brothers, I thought I come and let you know why the marriages, the brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws and mother-in-laws are giving too much problem in a marriage. It's because of their son don't want to grow up and take care of his family. So that's all I'm here to tell you. Please take care of yourself, protect yourself. I love you all from here to you. Thank you so much for watching.